goalkeepers, Paul with Keeper Stop here today. We're going to do a little bit of distribution training, working on how to strike the ball better, especially from goal kicks and when we want to hit the target over further distance. So the first progression we're going to do, I want you, if you have the opportunity to play in front of a goal, set the ball up about 6 yards up away from the goal, and like on a goal kick, get the ball in a good position. And the first progression, all I want you to do is take one big step back and one to the side, okay? Again, we're taking baby steps to learn how to strike the ball better over distance. When we step back to strike the ball, we want to aim to get into like the top 20% of the net. That's what we're looking for. So from the crossbar to about 1 foot down, that's what we're looking for, okay? So as you step to strike the ball, open up your hips and strike through it and follow through your target. So quick demo of it. All right, again, we're aiming for distance and power and also accuracy. So let's get one more coming in here to demo. We're gonna let the 3 goalkeepers try it now. Here we go, Luke. All right, so again, set up, take one big step back, one to the side, and we're aiming to hit the top of the net. All right, good, go get your balls, let's go, next 3. The main aim here is to make a better connection with your foot, okay? We're looking, a lot of goalkeepers, when they take a goal kick or they're striking over distance, they don't make a clean connection with the ball. They'll either, hit the ground first or hit down on the ball and they don't get a good connection. Here we're looking for a nice smooth strike through to the ball. Go! All right, some of those are a little low. We've got to make sure that as we strike, our hips are open and we lean back slightly. And as we strike the ball, our body shape should take it up into the area of the net that we're looking for. All right, same again. One big step back, one to the side, and strike through. Good, good Sebi. All right, next 3. Again, this is something you can do. You don't need, a lot of people here. You can do this on your own. Ball in the net. It's an easy little practice just to help improve your striking ability. Go. Good. All right. Next progression. Okay. Now, I want you to imagine that we're in a position where there's maybe a little bit of a high press coming from the opposition team, and we need to clip the ball over the top of them, further distance, maybe into our centre midfielder's feet. Okay. So there's pressure coming. We need to stay calm. We need to strike the ball over a bigger distance. Okay. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take 3 steps back, all right, and 2 to the side. Okay, so we're increasing the distance away from the ball, and it's a nice, nice smooth jog back to the ball, and then again, we're aiming for that upper part of the net when we strike it, looking for distance and power. So we step through it, all right, and we beat the press and we hit our target. All right, you 3, let's go. So 3 steps back, 2 to the side. We take 2 to the side to open up our hips. If we're too straight on the ball, we'll never make a good connection. The ball needs to be outside of our body, so as we swing our hips through and they come back to center, that directs the ball and it generates power. Off we go. Good. A little bit low there, Brian. So when you struck the ball, it was more of a stabbing technique. So you stayed upright and you hit the ball and you stopped your foot immediately. So that generates good power, but not a lot of height, okay? So 3 back, 2 to the side, strike through the ball. All right, good. Again, if our service, Ella, if our service is a little bit low, we're a little bit too upright and we're striking through the ball with a stabbing technique. We need to lean back slightly and let our body do the work. Don't close up when you strike the ball. You don't want to close the hips too quickly. You want to smooth strike through the ball. All right, go. Good, 3 good ones there, like it. All right, last progression is more of a goal kick technique, okay? So this is how I want you to set up when you're taking a goal kick to generate more power and distance. The same principles apply. We use, 4 to 5 steps back, 2 to the side. The 2 to the side opens up our hips a little bit, so when we strike the ball, it's more of a swing rather than chopping down on the ball. All right? We also want to make sure that after we strike the ball, we follow through. That's going to generate more power and distance. So again, you set up 6-7 yards away from the goal, take your 5 steps back. You're going to take 2 to the side. All right, so now we're in more of a goal kick stance. All right, but my aim is still the same. I want to hit the top portion of the net, and I want to strike through the ball. So it's a consistent jog back, and it's through the ball, and by the time you finish, you should be close to the goal line. If you finish close to the goal line, that means you've followed through the strike, you've brought your hips through the ball, and then you've generated power and distance on the goal kick. All right? Let's see, demo 3 of them. Make sure your setup is the way you want it to be. Non-kicking foot next to the ball. So Luke, go back, do that again. You have to take, Luke, you have to take your steps directly back from the ball and then go to the side. Because if you back up to the side and then take 2 more steps, you're going to have too big of an angle. All right, off we go. All right. Decent strike. Five steps back, 2 to the side. Again, follow through with your strike. Make sure that by the time you finish, you're closest to the goal line. Go. Good, 3 good strikes, well done. So you can see there, goalkeepers working on a short distance, okay? We're not striking the ball, 50, 60 yards, chasing after it, and then go and do it again. Use the net. If you're hitting into the top quarter of the net there, that's a good height and distance for a ball to be struck on. So if you have a goal, if you have the opportunity to get into a goal and you want to work on your distribution, this is a nice 3-step progression to help improve the way you strike the ball and get greater power and distance on your strikes.